Never miss an episode of the Final Furlong Podcast. Subscribe now on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And now, here's your host, Emmet Kennedy.
As the countdown to the Breeders' Cup continues, I'm delighted to say we are joined for our annual special with the man who is the joint second winning most trainer in the history of the meeting, Aidan O'Brien. You're very welcome back to the Final Furlong.
Oh, thank you, Emmet. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for taking the time out of your incredibly busy schedule to join us. It's been a pretty remarkable season so far. Your first winner was 2001 with Johannesburg, and you've now become the joint second winning most trainer in the history of the meeting in a very, very short space of time. How do you manage to keep horses that are competing at Royal Ascot, the Guineas, fresh and sometimes producing career best efforts all the way through to the end of the season at the Breeders' Cup?
Yeah, no, I suppose obviously they're very well bred horses and with great pedigrees, and those type of horses usually get better as the year goes on. Obviously we're so lucky to have a great supply of horses every year with, like I say, unbelievable specimens physically and pedigrees. So and it's where everybody wants to be. It's a very competitive race, and it's very quick, fast, sharp. There's not an inch given anywhere, and for us it's a privilege to be able to take part, and very exciting, really.
And having a top-class jockey is going to be essential for you. Obviously, Ryan Moore has been a crucial part of that team, but with him on the sidelines, you've managed to draft in Christophe Soumillon, no stranger to success at the Breeders' Cup, but that partnership really has been incredibly successful over the last few weeks.
Yeah, no, obviously we know Christophe a long time, and he's used to riding big races, very experienced. We were lucky that he didn't have any retainer, so he was able to step in and give us a help when Ryan was out, and obviously we have Wayne and all the lads as well, so but great to have him. He's very experienced, and so I know it's great, really.
The most prestigious prize you've won this season is the Final Furlong Podcast Maiden at the Curragh, so congratulations to you on that in association with OneXBet. But I got to talk to some of your team, and they're all extremely excited to be over there, so let's get into the runners you're going to have. The Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint is the race we'll start with. It's a race you won in 2017 before it became part of the actual main event of the Breeders' Cup with Declaration of Peace. You've got two no-nay-nevers, both of them really, really interesting runners. Recent winner, Mission Central, who was really good in the conditions race at Ascot, but True Love is probably the one that most people are going to be interested in, and she's got some really top-class form.
Yeah, obviously she's a quick filly. We were kind of debating whether we go there or the fillies race over a mile. So at the moment she's going there. She's fast, a big, strong, powerful filly. She came out at Jubilee Park very well. So, looking forward to her. Couldn't be happier, really, since her last run, Emmet.
And 6 furlongs at Del Mar on the fast ground. We know she's going to handle that from Royal Ascot.
Yeah, no, it's quick and it's fast. And obviously she won the Queen Mary over 5, but Del Mar will be fast. And you won't get a chance to miss a beat. You obviously hope you have a nice draw, and then you hope that you hit the gates, really. So it's going to be very rapid, very quick. And so it's going to be exciting.
And Wayne seemed to be very impressed with Mission Central when he won the Group 3, and we know that Joseph thinks an awful lot of the horse that finished second on debut, and enough to run him in a Group 1 on just his second start. While that mightn't have worked out, the maiden form worked out quite well, and he was really, really good at Ascot. Christophe seemed to be impressed with him too.
He is, yeah, he's fast as well, and he's the same. He's a typical no-nay, loads of speed. He travelled very well through the race in Ascot, and he's a lot of speed, so it's the same thing. You need a draw, you need luck, you need things to go right, but he seems to be well, and he seems to have come out of Ascot well.
Extremely unusual for you to geld a 2-year-old. The only one I can think of is a horse you won a big sales race at Doncaster with a few years ago, maybe 10 years ago, whose name has suddenly escaped me. Oklahoma City, I think his name was. He must have been some bio for you to be gelding him.
Yeah, listen, it might have been a bit premature. First day he ran, he ducked and he dived a little bit, and we made that decision then. It might have been a bit premature, and because he is a grand, straightforward horse. He's a good traveller. Doesn't do much when he gets there, but might have been premature, but obviously gelding doesn't disapprove any horse, really. Obviously it's not ideal for us as a breeding operation, but there you go. He's a very good racehorse, and hopefully he will win a lot of races.
And we saw the sprint division is just so wide open that a 200-to-1 shot can come and win it. I just wonder if that's a horse you think could really make a significant impact in the Group 1 sprints next season.
I think it's very possible. Listen, like I said, the sprinters, older sprinters, have been a little bit in and out this year. I think everywhere. None of them have really rose to the top yet, but it will be interesting. There's no doubt. He was a big price, that horse, and then did win well.
True Love's only disappointing run, she still managed to finish clear of Puerto Rico, who's unbeaten in 2 starts since, including a Group 1. I mean, her form is just top class. Is that the one you think Christophe will be leaning towards riding?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He won on the other horse at Ascot. Wayne won on the other filly in Newmarket. So not sure yet what we're going to do. And but like obviously, Christoph has ridden the other horse twice, and Wayne has ridden the other filly, I think, a couple of times as well. So obviously, to know them is always an advantage. We haven't really decided yet. Obviously, they have to go through their last piece of work before they travel, and then they have to travel out there, and everything has to be right with them. But it's not decided really fully yet, I think, Emmet.
Okay, second race for you at the Breeders' Cup is the Juvenile Fillies Turf. All eyes on Precise, winner of her last 4 starts, including a Group 3, 2 Group 1s. She was great on Irish Champions Weekend, but that performance in the Fillies Mile, my goodness, you were comparing her very favourably to Minding after that, and considering Minding went on to win a Classic and 7 Group 1s in total, but she does look very special.
She does, incredible really. She obviously won her maiden in Cork, and then went and won in Goodwood, very impressive, then won the Migla, very impressive, and then most impressive of all was her last time. So she's an unusual filly. Just got beat over 6 first time in Fairyhouse, a difficult place to win, and Wayne just felt she was unlucky that day, just got bumped late when she was coming. She's obviously a very special filly. Obviously, it's you need a draw in this place, and things have to go right for you, but she looked incredibly special really in Newmarket. It's
a race you know well. You've won 2 of the last 3 runnings of it. I just wonder how you feel she'll cope with Delmar.
Yeah, she's quick. She's not slow. She's loads of speed. She will love fast ground. She's nimble. So obviously they all need the breaks, and they all need luck, and you need things to fall for you. But she does look a very, very good filly.
Lake Victoria was magnificent in that race a year ago, and please God, we're going to see her next year as a 4-year-old, which is great to hear. But she's special, Precise. I'm very, very intrigued to see what she can do, and I think Christoph Sumi will be like a kid at Christmas getting excited about these horses. The second Star Spangled Banner you're going to run is arguably the best colt you've run in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf, and this is a race that you've won 7 times in total. You're going for your 4th consecutive win in the race. He's been a little bit unlucky, you could argue, in 3 Group 1s, but he turned the form around with Zaviteri last time out, and really, Aidan, this horse should take an awful lot of beating.
Yeah, he's well. We always thought the world of him, and you're right. We feel his last 3 Group 1s, it just haven't fallen for him. He's progressive, he's big, he's powerful, he should handle nice ground, he's nimble. So he's very exciting as well. And like what you said, he's a very classy horse to be coming with. But obviously, to win these races, you need very good horses. We're very happy with him since. He's physically doing well all the time. And we're looking forward to seeing him run.
And he's kind of an example of the fact that there's no rules to the bloodstock game, because he's a half-brother to Van Dijk, a dual Group 1 winner at 2. Very, very pacey horse, placed in a July Cup. He's by Star Spangled Banner. You would just immediately think, oh, sprinter. But no, he's a big bull of a horse. He's really imposing. I couldn't believe how strong he was and big he was at the Curragh. But actually, he does stay.
Oh, yeah, we would think he does. And obviously, we always felt a mile would be no problem to him. And the last day, he was coming home very well in the Dewhurst. He's very exciting. He obviously won a Coventry, and we felt that he would be better going 7. And when he went 7, we felt that he would be better going a mile. So he's a very exciting horse too.
Given his size, Aidan, what do you think he'll be next season?
Oh, he's a miler. We think. Obviously, you never know. Do they get further? But he's like I say, he's a Coventry winner, so he probably will be a nailed-on miler, you would imagine.
Okay, let's switch to Saturday. All eyes are going to be on Minnie Hauk. What an incredible season it's been for her. 4 Oaks wins, 2 Classics, 3 Group 1s, and runner-up finish, miles clear of the rest in an arc. She's battle-hardened, she's tough, she's very classy, and she's going to give you a lot of fun in a race that you won, first of all, back in 2002, and you've won 7 times. Yeah,
she's a great filly. She ran a great race the last day. She's nimble as well. She likes fast ground. She's a good traveller. Off-handed filly. It's going to be competitive, obviously, against the older horses again. But she's lovely. What can you say about her? She was just a little bit unlucky to be nudged the last day. Obviously just was on the line. So she does wait a little bit when she does get there, and always did that. And that's why she never won by very far, we always felt, but travelled strong. And I think that was probably, she ended up getting there so easy. And obviously it was Christoph's first time to ride her. But no, she's incredible filly, really. And
I would imagine Darius is a horse that we'll see an awful lot more of next season. He seems like a really exciting horse as well. So it's just great to see 2 3-year-olds pulling clear of everything else. Was it always the plan to come to the Breeders' Cup Turf after that?
I think it was. The lads obviously loved the Breeders' Cup and always would want to if they could. It definitely was always on her agenda if everything was well with her.
I know you always pay huge amounts of respect to your opposition. You're taking on Rebels Romance, who's going for his third win in the race. He's a 7-year-old gelding. And just as somebody who you obviously trained Istabrack, but as flat horses, Yates is an 8-year-old behind me, winning the Gold Cup 4 times. Kyprios won 2 races this season as a 7-year-old. Just how difficult is it to keep horses at the top level at that age?
Yeah, sure. If they stay sound is the big thing, really. Obviously, listen, when they're geldings or whatever, they're a little bit less complicated. But obviously, if they stay sound, you have a big chance. And obviously, when they are geldings, for them to race, I suppose it does increase their longevity a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. He's a great horse, and like you said, he's won the last 2, so he's a very good horse.
And irrespective of what happens with Minnie Hauk, she's had a stellar season, but the boys have already announced she's going to come back next year, which must be very exciting for you because you're going to have a range of options with her.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, she finishes off the year well, and when the racing is over, the lads decide what they want to do. They talk to everybody and see how they are, and that's what kind of decides that they're well and go from there. But yeah, obviously she would be something really special to have as a 4-year-old.
Great fillies program, but more importantly, she can beat the boys. She was miles clear of the rest of them in the arc, so that's going to be exciting for next year as well. The Breeders' Cup Mile hasn't been the kindest race to you over the years, but you did win it in 2020 with Order of Australia, and it hasn't been the kindest of seasons for poor old the Lion in Winter. He's clearly very, very exciting. He beat Ruling Court last year in the Acomb Fair and Square. He came out and won at 2,000 guineas, and this season he's been 3rd in 2 Group 1s, comes into this in the back of a career best effort in the QE2, maybe a frustrating race. This should suit him really, really, really well.
We think, yeah, he likes nice ground. He was quick the last day. He broke quick. He travelled well, and all the things you need in the Breeders' Cup Mile. So hopefully, like I say, he gets the draw, gets the breaks. Things work for him. Obviously, he's been playing catch-up all season, but last day was by far his best run. He seems to have come out of the race well. And so it will be exciting. He is a miler, we think. He's plenty speed. And so hopefully now he gets there okay and everything goes okay for him and gets a clean run at it. It will be very interesting to see.
And the fact that he'll get the little bit of a weight allowance, everything helps at this top level. I mean, that's going to be an advantage to him too. And it looks like a really wide open race. I
think so. The mile category is open, and like I say, I think he was the front of all the other 3-year-olds the last day, and we always felt, and Ryan always felt that back to a mile, and he was going to be very happy with all the other 3-year-olds. But at that distance, so obviously his last run was kind of the first proper test of that. He had a very good run in Longchamp before that and Wayne rode him that day and felt he was on the way, and then he improved on his run. The last day was better than that, so it will be interesting to see the next day. And the last one to ask you about, Aidan, is the last race of the meeting. The Filly and Mare Turf will be at 12:25, so we're all going to be up late to watch this one. Bedtime Story, wildly impressive last season in the Chesham Stakes, but looking back on her form last season, she beat Barnavara fair and square. She's come out and won a Group 1. She beat Exactly fair and square, placed in Group 1s. The form is there, and she's run well this season. Second in the French Oaks, not far behind Aventure in the Fromage as well. Just a couple of races haven't quite gone. She hasn't got the break of the ball, but she'd be a big player if she can handle Delmar. Yeah, and we think she should. The last day, we just took our time where it went very slow, and she ended up a long ways back, but came home very well. Christoph was very happy with her. She got a draw. She loved the track and loved the ground. She's a good traveller, and as we know, the trip shouldn't be a problem to her. But like you said, she could be a big player. And just over the range of distances, Aidan, from your perspective, where would you like Christoph to be drawn and Wayne to be drawn ideally? I think middle to inside. You want to be in ideally. I think that suits most races, and and that's what you hope for, that you can get a nice break handy. Just behind the pace is ideally, I think, for most horses, really. You've got 22 Group 1 wins so far this season. It's just phenomenal. But you set the record yourself of 28 Group 1s not so long ago. You've got 3 Group 1s this season. You've got 6 leading races and major players for all of these at the Breeders' Cup, and then there's still Hong Kong to come. It's feasible. You could do it. Is that something that's actually a goal for you? Not really. We obviously take each race as it comes, and we run the horse that we have in the races all the time. And obviously we try very hard to win every Group 1. And that's the way it is, and they're so difficult to win. I can't explain it to you, but we give it our best shot all the time, and never expect anything and hope for something to happen, and that's all you can do. But they're fiercely competitive everywhere, and obviously we are just feel very privileged really to have horses to be able to compete in them really.
It's been an extraordinary season, Aidan. I really hope it continues to for you, and hopefully more huge success at the Breeders' Cup. Who knows, this time next year, touch wood, please God, we'll all be fit and well, and I might be talking to you as the leading trainer in the history of the Breeders' Cup, which will really quite extraordinary. Aidan O'Brien, thank you so much for joining us on the Final Furlong Podcast.
Pleasure, Emmet. Thanks for having me.
The world's best trainer, Aidan O'Brien, joining us yet again on the Final Furlong Podcast, an episode powered by onexbet.ie. Sign up now at onexbet.ie. Bet €10, get €30 in free bets. Perfect time with the Breeders' Cup on the horizon. Bet 10, get €30 with onexbet.ie, the new betting company shaking things up in Ireland. Terms and conditions apply. 18 plus only. BeGambleAware.org. OneXBet knows the crack. Bet with your head, not above it. Sign up now at onexbet.ie. And remember to smash the like on this video. Also, hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. We've got more Breeders' Cup content coming your way, more race previews, more National Hunt previews coming your way as well. Don't miss out. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube and on your favorite podcast app, and we will talk to you again very, very soon on the Final Furlong Podcast. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Look after yourself and each other. God bless.
Thanks for spending some time with us on the Final Furlong Podcast. We're independent media, so if you like what we do, hit like, share, and subscribe. It's free, it's quick, and it genuinely helps. And if you enjoyed this episode, there's plenty more where that came from. Don't miss out. Subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all major platforms, and join us on the gravy train. The Final Furlong Podcast. Independent, unfiltered, and powered by you.